Dear students, welcome back to the video lecture of module number 4 environmental pollution. In a previous video lecture, we discussed the concept of some of the primary pollutants by taking an example of carbon monoxide, oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, their sources, their effects and control were studied. Moving to the some more pollutants as per your syllabus, let us begin with hydrocarbons. As you know that hydrocarbons may include like methane, ethylene, acetylene, terpenes, etc. These are the some pollutants are causing harmful effects on the environment. Let us discuss about some of the sources of these pollutants related to hydrocarbons, maybe by burning of coal, natural fires, because of incomplete combustion of fuel, forest fires, and agriculture burnings are the sources for the release of various types of hydrocarbons. So some of the hydrocarbons, by taking an example of a PAN, peroxyacetyl nitrite, it causes the effect on the plants. There is a bleaching of the color of the leaves, what is depicted in the figure. It means it causes carcinogenic effect. It means very harmful effect. And sometimes ozone and peroxyacetyl nitrile, they are very harmful chemicals that damages the plants, rubber materials, fabric and paints. Then what is the source for the prevention? So we can control some of the combustion process by complete oxidation of the hydrocarbons by release of the carbon dioxide instead of these low molecular weight hydrocarbons. Now let us discuss. Next pollutant is particulate matters. Sometimes the air pollutants may be in the form of particulate matters or particle-like matters present in the atmosphere or in the air, which can be very harmful to our health. The level of effect usually depends on the length and time of exposure of such kind of particulate matters and its concentration and its chemical reactivity with the particles. Then what do you mean by particulate matters? The particles in the air may be in the form of liquid state or maybe in the form of solid state with the size of around 10 micrometer are known as particulate pollution or particulate matter in the air. So these particles are different substances. They are suspended in the air, maybe in the form of solid particles or maybe in the form of liquid droplets. And the particle size vary in various components. Different particulate matters likely aerosols, dust, smoke, fumes, mist, fog, fly ash are the some of the pollutants are caused by the particulate matters. So let us discuss about the sources. By burning of fuel in diesel truck or buses, As you can see, there is a release of carbon like particles. Construction equipments like light, mud and sand particles. Power plants, thermal power plants where you are going to use coal, wood stoves, wildfires. Some of the industries are going to release some of the particles. They are going to combine with the atmospheric gases in the form of particles nature. Now, what are the effects of these? We have two types of effects: short-term effects and long-term effects. So, short-term effects includes eye irritation, nose and throat irritation, upper respiratory related diseases like bronchitis or pneumonia, and also that includes light headaches, nausea means pain, and allergic reactions. And there is some possibility of long-term health effects. It may include chronic respiratory problem like lung cancer, heart disease, even damage to the brain, nerves and kidneys, liver, etc. So this is about the particulate matters, how they are going to affect the human beings. Now let us discuss about the environmental effects. So because of disposing particles in the air, that reduces the visibility, and deposition may lead the damaged tree that damages the trees, soil and aquatic life in lakes or rivers. Then how to control these particular matters? There are different techniques are there for the control of particulate matters. It depends upon the charge and particle size and nature of the particles. So here particulate matters in air are available depending upon the size and its physical nature and its chemical reactivity also. But some of the physical properties are going to be considered for the control of the particulate matters, like gravity suppression, fabric filters, cyclone separators, wet scrubbers and electrostatic precipitators are the techniques are used to control the particulate matters. Now let us discuss about next type of pollutant is lead. So lead is already known. Most of us were using lead in the lead acid battery, and lead is a toxic element. It is heavy metal and it is mined from last 1000 years, and it is very toxic. It affects nervous system, and the compounds which are emitted by the lead, they are in the form of particles nature or particulate matters. Then human sources where the lead can be released, maybe by using the paints in smelters means refining of metals, lead manufacturers in lead acid batteries by using the leaded petrol. Nowadays leaded petrol is banned by the government. Now what are the effects of lead consumption or lead harmful effect in the environment? Lead accumulates in the body and brain, leading to the nervous damage and mental retardedness, which is especially observed in the children's. There is problem for the digestion, health problems, and lead containing chemicals that can cause cancer, etc. Now, what are the environmental effects? it is very harmful to the wildlife. Then control, some hints for control of lead components. As you well known, we are using the lead acid battery. After the life of the lead acid battery is over, it should be dumped properly or disposed properly under the ground. And second one is, nowadays there is no availability of leaded petrol, and now we have to use only unleaded petrol. Is one of the way to prevent the lead pollution. Now come to the one more toxic element is what? The mercury. So mercury exists in naturally, or it is also present in man-made contaminants. Let us discuss about human sources. Environmental mercury can be exist in the form of elemental form, or maybe in the form of inorganic mercury, or maybe in the form of organic mercury nature. Some of current sources where the human body is going to comes in contact with the mercury components, like dentists are using dental amalgam which is containing mercury. As you know very well, thermometer, where it is sensible for the temperature or heat, that is what thermometers we are using. Sphygmomanometer, where you are going to see the blood pressure, where it is functioning with the mercury. Barometer, which reads the pressure of the air. And using the fossil fuels, incandescent lights are having the mercury content, and we are using the batteries and burning of medical waste and mineral processing operations. Some organic compounds like organomercury, fungicides, and also some of the discarded batteries are the major source for the mercury component. Now, what are the problems of mercury? Amongst most of the dangerous mercury in the organic nature is dimethyl mercury. Its formula is CH3 twice Hg, which is very toxic, can cause death even if you consume few microliters, which is filled on the skin or even the latex gloves. It is so much reactive. So as you know that mercury is poisoning, it can result the death, mental retardedness, mentally disturbed or tiredness, blindness, neurological defects, loss of hearing, developmental defects, neurological damage including paralysis, depression, irritability, blindness, chromosomes breakage, and birth defects. Now, how to control? Dumping is the only proper way for the control of the mercury. Now, moving to the